when you get it at home, it's just gonna, it's a masterpiece. Speaking of masterpieces,
yeah.
This is definitely one of your originals.
It is.
Going back when we said you'd be highlighted and showcased throughout the world if you're one-of-a-kind pieces, absolutely magical. And the rose elegance is, I know for a fact, part of that original creation.
Absolutely.
So we have 2 colors. We have, or excuse me, I believe 3 colors still available. Yes.
Oh, we do.
We do. We have the gorgeous, what you're looking at on Kate right now. That is, I want to say the black or Aurora Borealis. Oh, wait a minute.
That is the
Aurora Borealis.
This is the Aurora Borealis. This is well, that's that gorgeous. Look at it back with that wonderful dove gray pearl. Isn't that gorgeous?
I am so over the moon in love with your Aurora Borealis because it's like you don't have to choose. You get every single color, blues and pinks and greens and yellows and every color you can think of. So that's Aurora Borealis. Then we have the black diamond look.
Which is so classic.
So classic, black and white with the beautiful South Seas pearls look that you're getting. And then lastly, we have it available in the light rose, which I believe is where we're most limited, if I'm not mistaken. Look at the dimension. The necklace is $139.99. We have 5 flex payments, so you can break your payments up over the next 5 months. That's over $30, or just under $30, pardon me, to get this at home. Still everything. I mean, even at these wonderful event prices or sale prices, you always receive your 30-day money-back guarantee. We make it so easy. And on top of that, you have a lifetime warranty. These are heirloom pieces, matching earrings going back, also available for you in either the Aurora Borealis, the black diamond, or the light rose. And I want to say, are these in clip only, or do we have the pierce?
I think they're,
okay, we do.
We do. Yep.
Yes. Oh, and we have a ring too that we're going to showcase for you as well.
Yes.
Heidi, tell us about.
Oh my goodness.
It's one of our favorite. Oh yeah, to bring them back.
Yes. And you know,
for spring.
It is really, you know what a beautiful symbol of love. What a beauty, you know, I was so lucky to go to Paris and I went to jewelry school at Van Cleef & Arpels. It was really what an experience. And as a result, I've been asked to go to these evening conversations in New York City with these jewelry historians and art historians that gather, you know, on occasional Thursday nights and talk jewelry. I mean, how fun is that? I mean, you know, you just leave me there. I'm a happy clam. And, you know, and you learn so much. And, you know, I learned this was a conversation about love jewelry. And, you know, the rose being the most important symbol of love. Of course, next to the heart, it is the most important symbol of love. And the rose, this rose, is really quite spectacular. Look at the dimension of this fabulous thing. I mean, really? I can't even.
No.
That is a big, that's almost like an inch in, you know, in its
over
depth.
2 inches.
It's 2 inches this way. But the depth-wise, and you know, I talk about, you know, that jewelry making is, you know, what pulls us away from other costume jewelry designers is that dimension and that artwork that is so difficult to do. What a great picture this is, Rocky, where we can really go in and examine how this rose and all of those beautiful, beautiful petals look like they have been molded and then dipped in crystals to create a piece of art for your neckline that is beyond beautiful. And of course, you know, the symbolism, the colors that we're offering, you know, it's everything right here. And of course, for $130, I know can't. I mean, I sold this necklace when, you know, before I came to HSN, and you know, I made this jewelry. You know, there was a few of us making the jewelry, and of course, you know, didn't have the buying power that HSN did. I would sell this necklace for $225 wholesale.
Okay, so, and there's usually like a triple markup, which it gets to retail.
Yes.
So we can do the math there. And it looks every bit that. I mean,
it does. I mean, if you saw it, you know, if you saw it in the window in Harrods in London, you would say, oh, well, yeah, it's gorgeous. Sure.
Absolutely.
But then when you see it on your television screen for $139, I think it looks a lot better.
With that, I agree. We're going to go back out to the phones. Hi, you are live on the air with Heidi and Lynn. And what's your first name and where are you calling from?
Hi.
Hello.
Hi there. What's your first name?
I didn't know if it was me or not. I'm Tara from Alaska.
Oh,
from Alaska.
Tara.
all the way from Alaska.
Wow,
And I
Tara.
got the Chicks Love shoes.
You
too.
did? Oh my gosh, I gotta bring them out. Look at the, oh, I'm so delighted, Tara. Look at the,
Yeah,
I'm showing.
I love it. I love the colors, and you nailed it with the name.
I know. That's the cutest thing ever.
Is that cute? That was my Karen's doing, I have to say.
I also got the Deco Trilogy. I bought that some time ago.
You did?
I have 2 sets.
Oh,
I have the
great.
multi and the Indicolite.
It's, what would you tell the girls about that at this crazy, crazy price?
Oh my gosh, you know, the price is super. And it's so versatile, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's extremely versatile.
Oh my gosh.
And as for I'm looking at the TV, I don't know, okay, the Chicks Got Shoes pin. I'm seeing that right now. I'm getting confused.
Oh.
But that is just, I don't know what I'm going to do when it arrives. My husband sees it.
Is that adorable?
Oh my, because I know my closet is full of shoes.
Oh. Those of us who are shoe girls, we know it. That
you know
was
what?
made for us.
He's gonna have to crack a smile, Tara. When you tell him the name, you know, he's gonna have to laugh. You know, Tara, what's the weather like in Alaska right now?
Well, I definitely cannot wear shoes, that's for sure.
Okay.
No.
All
and
right.
It's about 20 degrees where I live.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
And I can't wait to get my shoes on, but not time yet.
All right.
Well, we're going to get you in the spirit as soon as you open that box and see your new pin.
That's right. Oh,
Thank
that's
you.
great.
Tara, thank you for calling us.
Spring is absolutely on its way to you right now in a box and with a name called Chicks Love Shoes. Thank you, Tara.
How fun. Thank you, Tara. So again, just to reiterate colors, we had a few questions about that. The Aurora Borealis, I believe that's the one that we originally showed you that Kate was wearing. That has the most beautiful platinum, like South Sea size. They're like, what are they, 12 millimeter size?
Yes,
like pearls?
they're 12. Yeah, they're
and
like
look at the colors.
Dove gray. And you know, look at, can we come in really closely with this guy and show everybody those really magical, beautiful, beautiful colors. You know, the name is actually escaping me. These are an Aurora Borealis, but there's a special name that's escaping me right this moment. But it'll come to me. It'll kind of gotta give me a little time, but it'll come to me. Look again at that wonderful dimension. That is really superior. It almost looks like, actually the tips here are done in a different, beautiful, beautiful shade of the Aurora Borealis. So the tips are done in a very special way.
Well, my friend, it's crazy popular
Is it?
again.
Yeah.
The ultimate in love, and this is that rose you're gonna have forever.
Yeah,
you know, that's
it
the
is.
beauty. And it's like, I always say I want to go up and pick the petals. That's how beautiful and dimensional and alive it is. So we have that ballet pink, which is most popular. We have the black diamond, or we have the gorgeous Aurora Borealis. And don't forget, we also have the earrings for $74.99. And we have a matching ring.
Yeah, it's so